There is one more feature I'd like to enable, and that is post formats. Post formats are a special way to specify how a post should be formatted depending on the content. Post formats were introduced to prevent WordPress from creating a post type for each format. WordPress recognized that having several kinds of post types would bloat the interface. I provide a link to the post formats developer page. If you scroll down to the supported formats section, you'll find all the types of post formats WordPress provides out of the box. We'll be going over some of these and prepare our templates to support these various formats. Inside the setup function, I'm going to call the add theme support function and pass in post formats. The second parameter will accept an array of formats we support. I'm going to support the following: aside, gallery, link, image, quote, video, and audio. Just like that, we now support post formats. To view this in action, go ahead and edit any post. On the sidebar, you'll see this new box titled Format. You'll be provided a list of formats that the user can select to specify what kind of content is inside this post. By default, all posts are set to standard. Select any of these formats and update the post. You'll notice nothing really happens. If you were to view the post, you'll also notice nothing really changes here. It is up to us to specify what we want to do when the user selects a post format. I want you to navigate to the home page. What I want to do is inside the list of posts, I want to display the post format rather than the thumbnail if the format is something other than standard. Let me show you what I mean. Open up the template file, content excerpt, and I'm going to create a series of conditional statements. Try and follow along with me. Here's what's going on. I'm using a new function here called getPostFormat. This function will return the post format the user has selected. I'm only going to check for the gallery, video, and audio post formats. For any other post format, I'm just going to check if the post has a thumbnail and output it. Before we can display a gallery, we have to create a gallery. Let's edit this post. Click on the Add Media button, and under Create Gallery, select a couple of images. If you can recall, FakerPress will generate a few images for us automatically. That is why you may have various images inside your WordPress installation. I'm going to select up to 3 images and continue. For the sizes, I'll set this to large and then insert the media. Lastly, make sure the format is gallery and update the post. If you view the post, you'll notice the gallery is inserted inside the post, which is fine. What I want to do is display this gallery in the excerpt instead of the featured image. Back inside the excerpt template, I'm going to do the following. Create a variable named gallery and assign its value returned by the function getPostGallery. This function will scan a post content for WordPress's gallery HTML, extract it, and return it as an array. There are 2 parameters. The first parameter is the ID of the post. I'm going to use getTheID function. The second parameter is whether this function will return HTML or the data. I want the data because I want to format the gallery. Inside the post, you'll notice WordPress will generate the HTML for the gallery for us. For the excerpt, this won't work. I want to do a slider style format. So, I want the data. I'm going to set this as false, which will return the data. Open up the static blog template and look for the tags with the gallery. I'm going to copy and paste this part into the conditional statement like so. Inside this div tag with the class slider wrap, you'll find the slides for each image. We only need one of these, so I'm going to get rid of the rest. Then I'm going to wrap this div inside a for each loop. The gallery variable will be an array if WordPress found a gallery inside the post. Keep in mind that if you have multiple galleries inside your post, only the first gallery is returned. Inside this array is a key named source, which will contain all the URLs to the images inside the gallery. I want to loop through all of these and set the value as source. Then, it is as simple as just replacing the static links with the actual source. Let's view the homepage again, and you'll see the post we edited with the gallery in slider form. The rest of the post will have the thumbnail appearing because their formats are standard. If I were to edit this post one more time and set its format to standard while still leaving the gallery intact, then the slider will disappear from the homepage. Alright, that's one down, 2 more to go. I'm going to edit this post again, and I'm going to insert a YouTube video this time. You'll notice that WordPress does this really cool trick where it'll notice that this is a YouTube URL and then convert it into a fully embedded iframe. This process is called O-Embed. O-Embed is a special standard that is not created by WordPress but adopted by WordPress and various platforms. We will definitely be going over how O-Embeds work, but for now, we'll just let WordPress handle it. With that done, I'm going to set the format to video and update the post. Inside the excerpt template, I'm going to begin preparing it to display the video. The first step is to grab the content. I created a variable named content and set its value returned by the function applyFilters. This is a brand new concept. Filters are a way to scan data and update it, hence the word filter. Filters are a new kind of hook, but we haven't discussed how to use filter hooks yet. I promise to explain more about what filters are, but just keep in mind for now that this function will modify the data that has been passed into it. This function has 2 parameters. I'm actually going to start with the second parameter. The second parameter is what data should be filtered. I'm going to call the function getTheContent, which will return the content of a post. The first parameter is instructing WordPress how I would like to filter this content. There are different kinds of filters, and we can even create our own. For now, I want to use the content filter, which is purposely meant for the content of a post. If you don't fully understand, don't worry. All I'm doing in the end is grabbing the post content with this line of code. That's all you need to know. The next step is I'm going to create a variable named video, which will be false. This will contain the HTML for the video if there is any video. Then I'm going to do a check to see if the HTML inside the content has any text that goes by WP playlist script. This particular bit of text is only included in a post if the user has a playlist inside the post. We don't want this. We don't want to embed playlists because our template is not wide enough to display that much content. I just want to embed a single video. By doing this, we ensure that the content has a video and not a playlist of videos. Assuming there is no playlist, we can then grab the video HTML from the post content. I'm going to reassign the value of video to the value returned by the getMediaEmbeddedInContent function. This function has 2 parameters, which is the HTML it should scan and an array of types of media embed formats it should look for. We pass in the content because that's where our video is embedded. The type of media formats will be video, object, embed, and iframe. This function will return the list of videos it finds. It'll only return the HTML, which is what we want. The last step is to check if the video variable actually has any HTML. If it does, then we can just output it like so. I only want one video, so we will return the first video it finds. Let's refresh the homepage, and we should now see the video being outputted. We have one last format, which is the audio. The audio is pretty similar to the video format. I'm going to edit the post one last time, and this time insert a SoundCloud URL. Change the format to audio and update the post. Inside the template, I'm just going to copy what I have in the video format and update a few things. I'm going to change this variable from video to audio. Inside the array, I'm going to remove object, embed, and change video to audio. That's it. Refresh the homepage one more time, and you'll see the SoundCloud embed being outputted. We're done with post formats for now. Even though there are more formats available, we don't really need to do them because these are special cases which are minuscule. The only reason we add them is because plugins can also take advantage of post formats.